Hello, it's Patdees. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate your support. We're going to get into it. Are you selling these for a profit?
$10. About $5.
That's right. You damn right I did that. 8 down. 8 down. 8 profiles. You hear him? You hear him? He's trying to talk smack on me and Cletus. What is he talking about? That was the highlight of the show. He got a little haywire. I'm not going to let somebody take me out like that. Not going to happen. I'm never going away, Patdees. Matter of fact, this show is going to go into watching Patdees. We're going to watch Patdees videos. We're going to make fun of them the whole damn time.
He's going to make fun of me the whole damn time. But hey, Cletus, thanks for shouting out Patdees. But let's get into it. I've been seeing some videos out there and on the news. They're talking about the McDonald's Pokemon cards and stuff like that. So I have some insight on it because I am actually a former Subway franchisee. Having for like 8 years, I was an owner and ran some stores in multiple counties in Pennsylvania. So I knew how it worked and what we paid and, what it was. So as obviously with anything, the reselling community gets involved in, there's always an up, is that right? Is that right? If you look on, and I'm going to share the screen here. If you look on eBay's site, I'll make this larger. 10,507 results for McDonald's Pokemon. Here, somebody sold the 2021 25th anniversary for $225 with shipping. So obviously they're selling $150, $102. Someone sold a 20-lot McDonald's sealed packs, trusted seller, $115. People are opening the cards and selling them that way. I want you guys to comment below and tell me what you think. Are you what do you think about this? Do you think it's right that people? But let me tell you, in a capitalist society, not everybody has to be. You'll have kids if they can go through McDonald's and feel like they're buying something for $4 or $5 and they can get $50. It's all part of actually how we resellers as adults become resellers, because we realize that there's money to be made in flipping cards. I did it as a kid when I would buy the baseball cards. You'd buy a pack of baseball cards for 50 cents, hoping that you'd hit a $5 or $10 card. So it happens, so. Let me know your thoughts below. I have bought I bought 2 Happy Meals. Now, typically the Happy Meal, this is what it goes for. The Happy Meals typically sell for roughly $4. The cheap, some people don't understand how it works. Pretty much, basically, Happy Meals are created to obviously drive traffic, to have the kids come in. That's why they create the play centers and stuff like that, is to drive the adults to the place, because the kids want something quick and convenient. They go in there, not necessarily always the healthiest, but that's why years ago they pretty much, years ago they didn't even offer what they do now. I mean, now they have apple slices, they have milk, they have apple juice, as part of the, like the cheeseburger meal. But the food, typically what happens is when the owners, and like I said, I'm a former Subway owner, they typically sell they give the toy in a sense for free, but it's built into the price of the meal. So if the meal is $3.54, the cheeseburger's costing the owner roughly 35 cents. The box is costing roughly 10 cents. And the apples are costing roughly 35 cents, and the drink is about 35 cents. So roughly that $3.50 meal is costing that owner about $1.50 to $1.75. And then you tack on the 75 cents that they typically pay for the toys. Typically the toys sell from anywhere from 75 cents to about $1.25 wholesale for the owners. The thing is, with the owners, they have to pre-order these cases of typically something like this. There may be 150, 200 in a box, because from what I understand, I haven't opened these McDonald's, and they have a little one actually on the bottom, so it might be series 1. Typically these sell for if you buy these separate for $2. They generally don't like to they would rather have you come in and buy the food. This way they make something, and again, you come in and the adult gets something, and it's all about bringing in the adults. Now, in the past, they have sold these. There's been times that I've, like, for example, I don't know if you guys remember back in the day when the Simpson toys at Burger King. So if you missed a week, typically what happens is when a toy comes out at McDonald's or Subway or Burger King, they get like 4 of them, 4 different designs in a box, for example. And week 1 will be, let's say, Bart Simpson. Week 2 will be Homer Simpson. And that's the toy that they're supposed to get. Now, sometimes they'll get it where the whole case is Bart, the whole case is Homer, one whole case of Marge, and that's it. Once it's sold out, there's no more, but when they don't have, typically when they don't sell out of that toy, the following week, you'll get customers that will come through and say, hey, do you have any leftover of the Homer Simpson from the week before? And they'll sell them, because honestly, they don't want to get, it costs the franchisees money. They don't get them for free. They cannot, once they get them in, they typically cannot order, because the windows are so short. They cannot typically order any more of the cases, because they're traditionally usually pre-order type things, because they plan this stuff out honestly a year in advance. They work out deals with large, like Disney, obviously Pokemon, and things like that, and that's how that works out. Now, you'll get an owner to say, I think this is going to do good. Give me 10 cases, but that gets expensive. And then you have the, and I've seen people been talking about it. You get dishonest managers that are stealing them, selling them, or employees, especially something like the Pokemon. This is easy to steal, obviously, because they can put it in their pocket and walk out with it. So, a lot of times the only person that's really supposed to be handling are, the people at the drive-through, or, especially right now with COVID, that a lot of the McDonald's and stuff aren't even open for dine-in. So it would only be the employee at the drive-through. We used to keep our toys under lock and key, because a lot of times the employees assume that, hey, you guys give them out for free with the, the kids' meals and stuff like that. Well, yeah, but we still have to pay for them. It's not technically free, because it is artificially built into the price, and the portion size that you're getting was always small. So it is built into the price. Is it a big money maker? No. Typically what'll happen is, so if somebody's selling these, if an owner is selling the toy for $2, they're pretty much making $1 just off the toy. And they want to sometimes, because they don't want to get stuck. You can, throughout the years, typically when they do these toys or these promos, they typically run for, let's say, 6 weeks. So, you can have a 15 different variety of different things throughout the year. And at the end of the day, I mean, you can accumulate over the year easily, each store, several hundred leftovers of different things that there is. I know when I used to have my Subway franchise, and we used to keep a box, and then when we ran out of certain toy, then we would kind of bring out the box and allow the kids to kind of, and then we would have 8 different things in there that and they liked that. They liked that they could, maybe they missed something like Scooby-Doo, or, something was going on with the Simpsons, the Flintstones, and they would pick out the toy. And sometimes we even, honestly, good customers come in, we would even hand them out to customers and stuff like that. But I'm seeing these sell for per pack. I mean, there's cards right now. The new. I'll highlight it again. So the 2021 Pikachu Hollow McDonald's Happy Meal card, this card itself is selling for $38. I mean, it's always crazy how things are. I mean, I laugh because I think, what is going on, and but yeah, I collect baseball cards. So, I mean, even the box, I just noticed that people are trying to even sell the boxes. So, someone that's really, a fan of that. Okay, so these must be the cards, what they look like in this sealed pack that I have. I haven't opened them. I went through McDonald's the other day and got a cheeseburger and a nugget at the one, and that's what we got. We got the 2 packs. Now, the next day I tried to go through my McDonald's in my hometown, and they didn't have them. They said they didn't have them. I'm like, oh, what? And then what they do is they give a toy that they don't, that was left over from something else. So, so typically, really when you break it down, you buy a McDonald's Happy Meal for $3.50 to like $4.50, depending upon where you're living. Typically, a cheeseburger on the menu is $1.29, a soda is 99 cents, too. And then fries 50. So like I said, like you would buy, if you bought that stuff separate, you'd be paying about $1.25 less anyway. So you're still paying, but the math is good that if resellers, I hear people talking that people are coming through the drive-through and buying like 20 and throwing the food out. I want to clearly put it out there. If there's anybody in the Poconos in Pennsylvania that wants to buy Happy Meals and don't want the food and want to give it to Patdees, I will meet you there. I will eat some of the food, and you can keep the Pokemon cards. Hey, free dinner to Patdees. I'm not going to turn it down. So that's my thoughts on the cards. Yes, they're selling. I'm not. It is what it is. You can't. There's a lot of other things I need to worry about than being upset that people are selling their Pokemons. I mean, look at this. People are $2.99 just for the empty holder. But that's what we've seen. A lot of things over the last year, and going crazy as far as collectibles, cards, and stuff like that. Pokemon has definitely been popular. If you guys, let's real quick. Let's look up. I brought up. Let's look up the Bart Simpson Burger King toy. 1990. Yeah, I remember those 19. Yeah, I mean, here's one. Yeah, 1990. $21. Now, this was a premium toy. This was something that didn't come with the. You typically, if you bought a meal, this was like you had to pay $5 to $8 to get this, because this was probably costing the owner about $3.50. But those were nice. I actually have a collection of them, and I have actually a collection of the different Subway toys, because over the years, obviously I would get, over 8 years, I bet you I probably have several hundred different toys that I could sell. But, I hang on to them. Sometimes it seems like you hang on to some things longer, they're worth more. And, that's what I'm doing then. And who knows what'll happen with them. Obviously this craze it's short-lived, because Pokemon is only going to be out probably for about 4 to 6 weeks, and then they'll move on to something else. So, hey guys, I do appreciate your support. My name is Patdees. I sell on eBay and Amazon. Obviously doing YouTube. If you could show me some support and subscribe to the channel, I'd greatly appreciate it. Doesn't cost you nothing, and I would really, and my family would appreciate it. So have a good day.